Hey guys, I have another battle here with Sharpedo43. This is a standard match, but I'm going to go ahead and try to bring a Sun team because, I haven't done it enough, and I really wanted to use Mega Houndoom again, and Mega Houndoom's ability, of course, kind of feeds off the Sun. So there's the teams. As you can see, I am also bringing a interesting Pokemon in, what is that thing called again? Shiftry, which I kind of meant to bring a Chlorophyll one, but I didn't. It's okay, though. I can still show off a Pickpocket set, which is a cool ability that Shiftry gets anyway, although we'll see if I can get it off in this battle. So, yeah, this is Fortress lead, and I just do that because I obviously predicted something other than that Zapdos, who probably has Heat Wave. So I just go into my Houndoom to take it, and there we go. I do get the Flash Fire boost, since regular Houndoom does have Flash Fire. And he is going to go ahead and switch out now into Pert, which it's fine. I was going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. I was trying to, obviously just go for the Fire Blast, especially since I do have the Flash Fire boost, although maybe I don't now. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Do I keep the special attack boost from Flash Fire if I change my ability by Mega Evolving? I'm actually not sure. Either way, I do have some decent damage. I did actually a little more than I expected to this incoming Swampert with Fire Blast. So maybe I did get to keep it. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to come in now to Shiftry, as I expected a Water move clearly. He's going to go ahead and set up Stealth Rocks, which is a good play. And he's just going into Lucario. I am going to go for the Fake Out. I do have the normal gem, and the reason I do that is to take advantage of the Pickpocket ability. Basically, if he makes a contact move against my Shiftry, Shiftry can actually steal the opposing item. So I need to get rid of my item first. I also have Explosion on that set, so if I really need to come in with Shiftry and just take something out with Explosion, it'll get normal gem boosted as well. But either way, it's a kind of interesting set, even if it's not the Chlorophyll set that I meant to bring. Oh well, I'm going to go into Ninetales now against this Lucario I could not stay in, and yeah, he's going to switch out now, not wanting to take a Flamethrower. And there it is. He goes into Deontay, probably his Mega, and obviously it's not going to do much due to his resistance, and I go into Fortress here. Mega Deontay is extremely weak to Steel types, because it's a Fairy and a Rock thing, both weak to Steel. So he's going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. I'm pretty sure I can take anything that he does fairly well, though he does go for the Protect as expected. He did not want to take a Solar Beam before he was able to Mega Evolve. So there you go. He's going to switch out now, not wanting to take a Gyro Ball, probably, as he goes into Zapdos again. The Heat Wave is still pretty strong. I'm just going to go for the Rapid Spin to get rid of his hazards. And that's a pretty decent move. He ends up having Rocky Head. I'd never actually heard of a Rocky Helmet Zapdos before, but I guess it does help him out a little bit there. And I do switch out again into Rotom Wash, because, yeah, I was kind of expecting, the Volt Switch or the Thunderbolt, so I didn't really want to go out into something else, I guess. Either way, I do that, and yeah, he goes into Roserade, which is actually a Pokemon that I am super afraid of looking at Team Preview. It's Roserade is one of those Pokemon. It might be UU, but it is absolutely scary if you don't have much for it. And yeah, I go into Fortress. Now, a lot of Roserades actually will carry Hidden Power Fire, though, so I decide to switch out here. If he does have the Hidden Power Fire, I can bait it here going into Houndoom, which can outspeed and kill. He ends up just going for the Sleep Powder, which means I guess he doesn't have Hidden Power Fire, and you'll see in a second he does not, yeah. My Solar Power goes off, which actually does weaken me a little bit. What Solar Power does is it increases my attacking stats, but makes me take damage every turn. Either way, he goes for the Hidden Power, and as you can see, it's either Hidden Power Fighting or Ground or something. I think it's probably one of those two, and it's going to be able to actually... It's powerful enough to take out Mega Houndoom in one attack, which is pretty impressive, although his Roserade probably has Technician, which is Roserade's hidden ability that allows him to boost weak moves like Hidden Power. I believe it applies to Hidden Power. Yeah, I might be wrong on that. I think it does, though. Either way, I was actually predicting Mega Deontay here, coming in against a Flamethrower like it did before. And he ends up switching out into Swampert, which it's more than fine. I'm pretty happy with that result as well, because Solar Beam is going to be able to take out Swampert, and he's not going to be able to set up his hazards again. So that's pretty nice for me. Now he is going to go to Mega Deontay, though, which can outspeed my Ninetales. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out into my Fortress, because, like I said, I'm pretty sure I can take anything pretty well. This Diamond Sword is probably the strongest move he has against Fortress, and as you can see, it does do less than half, as he gets a defense boost even, which actually would help him against a Gyro Ball if he decided to stay in, although I still think it would probably kill him. Yes, yes! That's Ayla. Ayla's trying to help me narrate this battle as well, if you can hear it. Anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and Gyro Ball against this Zapdos, and it does kind of bad damage, obviously, being that it does resist. And, yeah, it ends up hurting me with that, and he's going to go ahead and Volt Switch, and I stayed in here predicting that Volt Switch. Not that it really matters, because it's, I mean, obviously, even that Volt Switch does a bit more than I would have liked. He does go out into Bisharp. I really just wanted to set up rocks again, so that's what I do, and this Bisharp can definitely, you know, do some damage to my team. I decided to stay in here. I don't really want to take a knockoff on an incoming switch, so I'm just going to go ahead and sack Fortress. He doesn't have rocks. He can't get rocks back up because his Swampert's dead, and I do have Stealth Rocks up myself, so I'm not in a terrible position. Anyway, I go back into Rotom Wash. He's going to go out into Roserade, which is kind of, you know, his easy switch. I just go for the Will-O-Wisp, figuring if he does go out into Roserade, the residual damage is still going to help me take this thing out, especially due to the fact that this guy has Life Orb on his Roserade. So, obviously, the residual damage will, you know, take its toll, and pretty significant toll, too. So I go back into Shiftry. I just kind of wanted something, and I didn't think that he would go for the Sludge Bomb, at least I was hoping not. And as you can see, he does not, and yeah, he's going to go for the Giga Drain, which actually does do decent damage to Shiftry. And yeah, I believe Giga Drain is also boosted by Technician, so pretty solid move. He's going to go ahead and switch out, though, into his Zapdos, who does resist grass moves. But I believe what I do is I just go for the Explosion. I go for the Fake Out. Now I'm going to go for the Explosion, hoping to outspeed him. He has more base speed, but this definitely looks to be a bulky Zapdos, so I'm thinking I can outspeed, and I do. And I do go for the Explosion, trying to just take this Zapdos out because it's a major pain in the butt, and yeah, I'm going to be able to take that thing out. And down goes Shiftry, but I do get rid of that Zapdos, which is pretty cool. So, back into my Rotom Wash, I did get this double switch prediction correctly. This is not what he wanted, obviously. He did not want to have Rotom versus Deontay. I'm just going to go for a Hydro Pump, figuring Hydro Pump should do decent damage to incoming Roserade anyway. Being that, I mean, it does resist, but Roserade is not incredibly bulky, and as you can see, it actually does a little bit less than I would have liked. There might actually be some bulk investment on that Roserade. Not 100% sure. Either way, it does do enough damage that he's in low yellow here, and he's going to go for the Giga Drain, more than likely, to try to keep his HP a little bit high. Because he probably could heal more than the Life Orb would deal if I let him get a Giga Drain off of my Rotom. So I just go into Ninetales, who does have the resistance. And, yeah, he's going to heal about the same amount that Life Orb does. So, there you go. At least I get the burn damage. And crucially, the fact that Ninetales is in the 100 base speed tier, I can outspeed that Roserade if I wanted to. Now, he is going to just go into Lucario to sack it. And, yeah, Flamethrower is definitely going to take it out. Especially with my Drought boost, which, you know, is a big boost, that big buff that Ninetales got in Generation 5 to get that ability, making it pretty much a staple in Sun teams. Anyway, so either way, it does not have more than 110 base speed, so Deontay is going to be able to come in and kill me. But at this point, I was just foddering Ninetales. I know that I can still take this Deontay out with my Rotom Wash. I'm pretty sure this thing cannot take a Hydro Pump, and I do have bulky Rotom Wash, and even though it's physically bulky, I think, still enough to survive one hit and get off that Hydro Pump to take out Deontay. So at least there's that. Small miracles. And, yeah, just gonna keep munching on my lefties. Delicious, delicious lefties. In comes Roserade again, which I was hoping couldn't survive coming back in, but apparently it can. I don't think he's going to get enough HP back, though, at this point, due to him getting damage on Rotom earlier. He's not going to have enough HP back to survive after a burn and a Life Orb hit. And as you can see, it's really close. Is he going to die? Is he? Ah, yes, the Roserade's dead. That was actually pretty good. Now, we're both down to one Pokemon left at this point. Gengar versus Bisharp. Normally not a matchup you want, but I do have the substitute, and if I can get this prediction correctly, if he goes for the Sucker Punch like he pretty much has to, I can get the sub up and then get for the Focus Blast. So there you go. Out-predicted that last turn, and that was critical. Gengar is able to get off that Focus Blast because now he has to break the sub first, and he's actually going to go, I guess, for the, what is it? The knockoff instead there, because that would have killed me too, but either way, that prediction was crucial for me. And yeah, that was a really good game, Sharpedo43. And yeah, today's question of the day is this: what is, in your mind, the Pokemon that got buffed most from one generation to another? Now, obviously, I'm asking this question because I mentioned the Ninetales buff. There's been other forms of buffs, obviously, throughout the Pokemon series, whether Pokemon getting a new move or a new ability. And what, in your opinion, what was the biggest jump that a Pokemon had ever from generation to generation? Like, for example, in the previous generation, that Pokemon was really bad, but in the next generation, it was really good. In my mind, it has to be Gen 5 Politoed, which Politoed's always been that borderline, Pokemon. It's a bulky thing and it's a cute thing, and it did a lot of work for me in Gen 4, but the ability to get Drizzle, put it on another level, it made it almost a staple in some teams. So leave a comment about that, and see you guys again next time. Later.